After match day 30 in the English Premier League, that we just have 8 games to go, it is interesting to just look at what has happened so far and what the English Premier League would have looked like if the VAR officials and the officiating referees have been a little bit professional enough when it comes to some games that Arsenal can actually say, oh, we've not been treated fairly this season. And we look at it, remove all form of biasness, and just look at it from a very different angle. This English Premier League would have been different. Liverpool, don't take anything away from Liverpool, what they have done so far this season. They've been able to keep all their players fit. They've been able to escape some terrible referee decisions. So Liverpool are there not by coincidence. But talking about where Arsenal would have been this season, it's not a coincidence that we're just talking about it because of series of events that has occurred. That is why you can even look at it and say, could they have been in a different position? Could it have been topping Liverpool, or could it have been maybe 1 point or 2 points with a struggle with Liverpool, or could it have been waiting for goal difference to actually decide who wins the English Premier League this season? Liverpool has been fantastic. They just lost their second game so far this season to Fulham, and Arsenal also suffer. Not only even suffer, but they drop a point, which actually set a blow on their chase to actually close the gap between them and Liverpool. So Liverpool second defeat so far for this season, so they've been excellent. But when I look at Arsenal season so far, there's a lot of injuries, which is part of the game. You can't use it as an excuse, but if you want to be honest with Arsenal, you can look at it and say, oh wow, if you had all your best players on the pitch, probably would have been able to catch up with Liverpool. But let's take the injury side out of it and just look at some of the games that, if we add those points where referee decision has actually been a blow, being a point of discussion about Arsenal season so far, most people are actually claiming that it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory that there is nothing against that the referees holds against Arsenal. But when event becomes serious, when it becomes like a pattern, when you have enough data to actually show, then you can also make your point clear. So let's look at Man City Arsenal early part of the season. Arsenal can claim to you that they had the chance to win against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium, but because Trossard was sent away out of that game, Arsenal got 1-1 draw against Man City. So Arsenal can claim that, okay, we lost 3 points in that game. Then when you go to Brentford, when you go to Brighton, Arsenal can claim that they lost 6 points because we saw what happened. The referee gave Declan Rice a card, and Arsenal went ahead and lost that game. Then when they came to Emirates Stadium, we also saw when the head-on collision penalty that was given to Brighton, which nobody has ever seen. All the sports analysts, sports pundits, referee experts say they have never seen where an head-on collision becomes a penalty. So Arsenal can claim that they lost 6 points in that game. So if we add to the 3 points at the Etihad Stadium, that's 9 points. If you look at how many points Liverpool is topping on Arsenal right now, look at this 9 points. You could say like, oh, they could have been head-to-head with Liverpool. Then put these two aside. What about against Liverpool? What about the Kai Havertz goal that was disallowed? That Anthony Taylor was watching the game playing until when he saw that Kai Havertz put the ball at the back of the net, then he blew the whistle and called back as a foul, which was never a foul. Everybody also saw that. So look at that. So if we add that to the 9 points, that's how many points that? 11 points. I'm not being delusional, but I'm just explaining to you what has happened so far, that Arsenal can actually claim that, oh, if we have all these points, if we don't have all these silly referee decisions, we would have been able to win this league, or probably be at the same point with Liverpool. And what about the Luis Kelly's red card that was overturned? Actually, Arsenal actually went ahead and won that game, but actually suffered to actually win that game under 10 men. And could Arsenal score more goals if they had complete players on the pitch and actually put them in the goal advantage position? Probably you can say yes, you can say no. Then what about the most recent one against Everton? Everybody has agreed that this is never a penalty. If it's not even a foul, it's 50-50 struggle. Even if you want to give a foul, it did not even start in the box, it started outside the box. If you want to give a foul, that is where you actually put the ball, bring the ball back and play a free kick. Even when Luis Kelly went down, we are even expecting that it is a foul on Luis Kelly, but it went the other way around. And when you look at the pattern of all these referees, you see that it's the same referees that are actually making these terrible decisions when it comes to Arsenal. Look at the issue of Michael Oliver, Anthony Taylor. So it is just a pattern that when you put 1 + 1, it don't really add up like that. So I am not part of the conspiracy theory, but I just wanted to review, just watch with me, understand with me that if these referees we are not this biased, if they were professional enough, could it have been different ball game for Arsenal when it comes to the end of the season? You review all these incidents that I actually put out and let me know what you think in the comment section.